Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we are actually going to be showing you probably the best class setup on the M4A1. Now the M4A1 on this game is probably my favourite weapon at the minute. Now it's had pretty much 2 debuffs or nerfs, but it's still probably one of the best ARs in the game, and as you can tell I do have it level 71. So I'm going to be showing you the best class setup to actually use for this weapon, and the one that's got me pretty much all the kills that I currently do have. But I just want to say guys, Destiny content, I know a lot of you are subbed to this channel simply for Destiny, but I thought I'd try out Modern Warfare. As you can tell in the top right, I am a pretty decent level and I have been playing it for quite some time, so I thought I'd bring a video to the channel. Now if you guys don't want to see any more, then obviously the views and obviously the dislikes on the video will show, but if you guys don't mind the content on Modern Warfare and want to see more, make sure you do leave a like for this class setup. I've tested multiple things and this is definitely the quickest, most efficient setup and probably the best. But for this video I'm going to keep it short and try not to waste your guys' time like most people do. So we're going to start with the M4. So what we do have at the minute is a compensator. Now that increases recoil, so it actually increases it, betters it, sorry, so it betters recoil. And then we do have the stock M16 Grenadier. Now I did try out the Marksman, but as you can tell it's a little bit faster movement speed, however accuracy, damage and everything else seems to be less, so the best one for stock is M16 Grenadier. Then we don't have a laser sight, and then this is personal preference for me. I do prefer the mini reflex, it's really clear and probably one of the best sights in the game. Now for the underbarrel, what we do have is Commando foregrip. Now for me, I've tried most things out, but that is definitely the best and it does actually have the best stats, so I would leave Commando foregrip on. And then the ammunition is going to be the 60 round mag. Now this mag is definitely what makes the weapon. If you have a 60 round mag on this weapon, it's literally so much, you don't even have to reload. You probably reload every pretty much death you get. There's so many bullets. Now currently in this patch, now it has been nerfed twice. It used to be around about 3 shot on M4, but now you're talking around about 5 bullets. So if you hit all 5 bullets, you can imagine how many kills you are actually going to be killing with a 60 round mag. So that is why we do have it. And then rare grip, we don't use one, we don't use a stock, and we don't use a perk for this weapon. But moving on to the second, what I do have for this, now we have actually changed it up a little bit. I'm going to show you what you should be using, to be fair. Now for me, I'm not going to use a stock, I am going to use a standard, pretty much standard one, just because I prefer that, to be fair. And then we're going to use the Tempest 32, because this has also been nerfed guys, so I'm going to be showing you the best class setup. So for me, the range is definitely worth it. As you can tell, this increases the range so much, so you are going to need that, especially after the nerf. And then what we use is, let me put it on, we also use the suppressor. Now the reason why we use the suppressor is because it increases that range once again, and accuracy, so you may as well use that. None of the others increase range, so this is probably like a max range build for this weapon. And then what we do have again is Commando foregrip for when you're aiming in and 2 enemies do run around the corner. Now for a perk, you are going to want to have sleight of hand. Now the reason for this guys is because the reload is really slow on this weapon, and if you put sleight of hand on, it makes it so much better and it's definitely worth it. So that's pretty much the weapons. Now I'm going to go into the perks. The perks that I do run obviously is overkill, so I can use a shotgun. Ghost, which is definitely needed on this game in my opinion, probably the best perk that you are going to need, because you're undetectable by UAVs, radar drones and heartbeat sensors. And then obviously perk 3, this can be changed to whatever you want. Sometimes I use tracker to try and find enemies, but pretty much most of the time what I'm going to use is battle hardened, especially on smaller maps, because you're going to be getting flashed, stunned and EMP'd quite a lot, so that is why I use that. And then lethals, totally your preference, whatever you prefer, but for me, I prefer claymores because obviously I sit back, take the game slow, but obviously if you're rushing, you probably want like a Semtex on, anything like that. And I do use stun grenades, and then occasionally I'll swap to flash. Now I have heard that the stims are really good if you're a rusher, so try them out. That's pretty much the best M4 class in my opinion. Leave your comments down below. Hopefully guys, this video was straight to the point, got your class set up. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you've got any suggestions, leave them below, and as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one.